No, I haven't spoke to him. Chapter Yud Gimel, page 36, the fourth line down. Be'af, and even Mi Shebetorash Hashem Cheptza, he who desires the Torah of Hashem, V'yehageh ba Yomam V'layla, and he meditates upon them day and night, Lishma, for its sake. Ein zo hokecha klal. Hoyechacha klal. Oh man, I didn't. This is not a proof at all. Shenidcha hara mimkomo, that he pushed away the evil from its place. That the evil has been pushed away mimkomo, from its place. Ela, but rather yachol lihiyos, he's able to be. It is able to be. It can be. Shemohoso ve'atzmoso, that its essence and being. Hu besakfu ugevuraso, it is in its strength and might. Bimkomo, in its place. Bechalel hashmoli, hasmoli, in the left ventricle. Rak shelevu shav. There are only garments. I'm sorry, yeah, I know. Only that they're garments.
There, why there?
That
is what she is that.
They're dressed up. That they're only garments for the.
Who's they? Where is it they are only?
What
did you say now? Could be that his essence is still in full strength. Only what? Do you know the Yud Vav at the end is?
I do.
His, theirs, ours.
I lost it.
Levush is a garment.
Right.
Shall levush with that? Whose garment?
The animal soul. I lost my head. That his garments.
His garments.
Oh, okay.
That's only that his garments.
Shehem machshava dibor u'maoseh, they are thoughts, which they are thought, speech, and action. Shel nefesh habahamis, of the animal soul. Einon mis lavashim b'moach v'hapeh v'ha'adayim. They are not dressed up. They do not dress themselves up in the brain and the mouth. And his hands and the rest of shior ivrei haguf, and the rest of the organs of the body. Mipnei, since.
How come animals cannot dress up in them?
Mipnei, because of Hashem shinasan shinaten shlita u'mevshala, shinasan shlita u'mevshala, that Hashem gives it gave rulership and dominion, lemoach, dominion and rulership, lemoach al halev, to the brain over the heart, v'lechein nefesh halokis, and therefore the godly soul shebemoach, that is in the brain, mosheles be'ir katana, has rules. Mosheles rules in the small city. Ivrei haguf, kulam, in all organs of the body. She who,
rules in the small city, all the organs of the body.
oh, right.
All the inhabitants.
She who, that it should be, that they should be levush umnerkava, garment in a chariot, leshalosh levushea, leshalosha levushea, to the three garments, to its three garments, sayis laveshu behem, that they should be dressed up in them. Shehem machshava dibor ma'aseh, they are a speech, thought, speech, and action. Shel taryag of the shel taryag mitzvos Torah, of the 613 commandments of the Torah. Aval, although mehosa ve'otmas, aval, but mehosa ve'otmaso, although its essence and
Not although.
But.
So what is it? But although, but the word says it.
Oh, I did. Aval, but mehosa, its essence, ve'atmosa, and its being, shel nefesh halokis, of the godly soul, ein la shlita memshala al mehosa ve'atmosa shel nefesh bahamis ve'benyoni. It doesn't have rulership and dominion. It doesn't have dominion and rulership over the essence and being of the animal soul and the Benyoni. Ki im b'sha'ah shehavas Hashem, because at the time, ki im, but if, no, ki im, but only b'sha'ah shehavas Hashem, at the time of that he has a love for Hashem.
When the love of Hashem, he has a love.
Uh-huh. When
Hashem means the love of Hashem.
Mm-hmm. When the love of Hashem, who behiz galos libo, is in his state of revelation in his heart, be'atim mizomanim, at specific times, kimo b'sha'as tefillah, like, for example, the time of prayer, ve'chayotzeh ba, and the like. Ve'af gam zos ha'pa'am, ve'af, and how, ve'af gam, and so too, ve'af gam zos, and also, however, and also,
and even this time, even this time, when the godly soul does have dominion, these special times, only asking them also, even this time is what?
Ina rak shlita umimshala levad. It does not have.
It's not rak. What is rak?
It is not only. It does. Ina rak. It does not have only. It has only rulership and dominion.
It's nothing but only
but only, right.
Not that he has a full control over the essence of the animal soul.
Right.
Even this time when we say at special times, there's a dominion of the essence. It's only dominion of rulership.
Levad, alone. Kirikasiv, like that was written. Uleom melaom ya'ametz, one ya'ametz, one nation. Ya'amot. Ya'amot. One nation shall prevail over the other. Kishazeh kam zenofel, like when one rises, the other should fall. Ukashazeh kam, and the other rises, chulu, etc. The other one falls. The first one falls, and then when another, and then the other one rises, etc. Chulu, right?
It's not a full control. It's just a dominion.
Just.
That's it. What are we on? understand from here that the godly soul, what kind of rulership does it have over the animal soul by a Beinoni? To what extent does the godly soul have rulership over the?
To just push it away.
So what yes and what not? What control does it have? What does not have?
What control?
Hmm? To what extent and what power does the godly soul have over the animal soul by the Beinoni? Simple question.
To push it
No?
keep
See?
it on the back burner. You know?
Keep what on the back burner?
The animals will.
Okay, spell it out. What does he have? What kind of control does he?
Rulership.
Huh? What kind of rulership? Explain that. What does he rule over?
He rules over the. He rules over the body.
What?
Over the heart, over the left ventricle. I mean, he rules. He rules.
Put it in practical terms. Might help him out.
His brain rules over the heart.
Thought, speech, and action.
Rule over thought, speech, and action. The garments.
Right.
And not what? And not what, Moshe?
Dominion and rulership.
What?
In that.
He has dominion and rulership over the garments.
Right.
So that's reduction. What doesn't he have?
Absolute control.
In what?
Well,
In thought, speech, and action, he has absolute control.
You know.
In thought, speech, and action, he does have absolute control.
Right.
So what are you saying now?
No, I'm saying after prayer.
After what?
After the opportune time of prayer, he doesn't.
Doesn't have what?
Well, it might crop up. No, I'm not saying.
But does he control it?
Yes, he does.
So what are you saying?
Push that. Back to your question.
It's related to what you said, but you have to say it properly. It's the piece that you just said. I don't understand you.
At these times, it rules. It has complete control. Not that it will pop up, but that it won't come out in his thought, speech, or action.
That's what he does have control. I asked what does he not have control? You're telling me what he does control.
That it won't pop up.
Meaning what? Go ahead, explain that.
That the thought won't arise from the heart.
So what does that mean technically?
That he.
No?
The desire, to crop up.
What is that crop up? It could crop up. The essence of the godly soul does not control the essence of the animal soul. Don't understand you guys. You just said it in the other words. They said essentially control over the essence of the animal soul.
They each have their essence and being. The animal soul.
During davening, you could knock him out, and it looks like he controls him completely. But right now he wakes up again. So obviously that shows that what? That the essence of the animal's godly soul is not controlling the essence of the animal soul. just in thought, speech, and action. That in the essence. The heart and mind of the animal soul could still be strong and come up with ideas and try to get in, just he doesn't let him in. But it's there, fully, strong. It's clear or not? Or you're going to forget by tomorrow? So now he's going to explain what does this mean
Well,
in terms
the
of
essence of being the animal soul, truly, which means the desires and wants of
the intelligence and the desires.
Okay, that's the essence of being the animal soul.
Yes,
Desires,
the 10 powers.
wants, and
The 10 powers, the 3 powers of intellect and 7 powers of emotions. That, the godly soul does not have full control over that because the animal soul, as a matter of fact, could desire very strongly. And could try to give him all kinds of explanations why he should go for it. But he pushes it away, doesn't entertain it. And even during davening, as I said before, this is only a control, it's only a rulership, not a change of the animal, transforming it or anything like that. It's only, nothing but only dominion and rulership. That's the expression that two nations prevail over each other. When this will stand, the other falls, when the other stands, this will fall. That means that it's possible for each one to stand up and cause the other one to fall. Not to give in, but to fall in terms of, being, that he's strong, the animal is strong. So on this point he explains that the godly soul only has a rulership over the essence of the animal soul. He says like this, Shenefesh Halikis, where the godly soul misametzes. It's another word for strengthening itself, like with courage. It's courageous, you might say. Misgaberes, it strengthens itself. Al nefesh abamis, over the animal soul. Here we're talking about during the time of prayer and special times. God strengthens itself very much over the animal soul. B'mokar, in the source, hagvurois, of the powers of severity, shehi bina, what is the source of the powers of severity? Which is the level of bina, understanding. That's what it says in Kabbalah, that bina is the source of the powers of severity. Chachma is the source of the power of kindness. And bina is the source of the powers of gur, of severities. So the godly soul strengthens itself in the source of severities, which is the power of bina. Doing what? Lihizboine, to contemplate. In other words, he uses the power of bina to contemplate. B'gedulas Hashem, on the greatness of Hashem. Ein say Baruch Adin, what blessed be He. To give birth through this meditation, through this contemplation, and to give birth, Ava Aza, a strong love, La Hashem, to Hashem, Kerish Peyesh, like a burning fire, in other words, a fiery love to Hashem, Becholol Hayimani, in the right ventricle, Shibelibo, which is in his heart. So the godly soul manages to do that. Through the source of the Guros, which is Bina, contemplates on the greatness of Hashem and gives birth to a strong, powerful love in his heart, the right side of the heart. And then, that's what the godly soul has, a very strong power over the animal, dominates over the animal. And then, his kafio sitra achra becomes subjugated. The sitra achra, the other side, becomes subjugated. Shibechol al asmore, which is in the left ventricle. That is completely subjugated. There could look like it's not there anymore. But that's all he did. Just subjugated it. But loinis batel, it did not become nullified legamre, completely by the Beinani. Just because he was able to arouse such a strong burning love in his heart to basically knock out the animal, doesn't mean that the animal, the evil, became nullified. Just means it became subdued, completely subdued, and therefore the godly dominates. So by the Beinani, it did not become nullified completely. Only by tzaddik, only by a tzaddik. By tzaddik, the evil part of the animal becomes totally nullified to the good. Shenemar, which it states, boy, about him, about the tzaddik, it says in the pasuk, V'libi, King David says, V'libi, and my heart, cholol, is empty or deadened, bikir be inside me. In other words, he has no Yetzer Hara anymore. Got rid of it. So either you can translate it, my heart is empty inside me, meaning the left side, or it became deadened.
The Kirby is inside me?
Yes. V'hu, and he, the tzaddik, referring to the tzaddik now that I just mentioned. Moyes despises Bera and the evil. Then the evil becomes disgusting. V'soinoi, and he hates it. V'tachlis, with an absolute hasin of hatred, v'hamius, and disgust, which is the perfect tzaddik. So his hatred to evil is totally absolute. Or sheloi, not b'tachlis hasina, with the absolute hatred, as mentioned earlier, which is the imperfect tzaddik. But at least he also hates it. He's also transformed a lot of it, just not completely. So that's only by a tzaddik that the evil becomes nullified, either totally by the perfect tzaddik, or not totally by the imperfect tzaddik. But by a Beinani, what happens by the Beinani when the godly soul is so strong with the burning love to Hashem? Evil doesn't get nullified. Only what? Who it is, derech moshel, by way of example, ke'odom, like a person, shiyoshin, that's sleeping.
Shayashin is like sleeping?
Yep. It's like a person, shiyoshin, that's sleeping. What happens when a person sleeps? Shiyochel, that is able, go to the next page, lachzer, to go back, the layer, and wake up, mishinase, from his sleep. Right now he's sleeping, he's out. But he can wake up any moment. That's the example given for the Beinani. Kach, so too. Hora, the evil. The Beinani, in the Beinani. Who kiyoshin, is like sleeping, like one who's sleeping, b'chol ha'smol, in the left ventricle. When? At these special times. B'shas, at the time. Kriyas Shema, the reading of the Shema, with Philo and the Shemona Esrei. Sheliboy, where his heart, that his heart, boyer, is burning. Bi'avas Hashem, with love of Hashem. And because the heart is burning, so therefore the left side basically was knocked out, was put to sleep. But only sleeping. Bi'achakach, and afterwards, once the davening is over, this great powerful light that shines of godliness leaves. Yochel Eliyas, it can be. Yochel Eliyas is able to be. Chayzer, to come back. The animal, in other words, can come back. V'neyer, and wake up. The evil is back as it was before. That's the level of Beinani. God does not have completely full control over the essential makeup of the animal. Not to let him understand anything animalistic or feeling. That the animal could be as strong as ever. During davening, he could put him to sleep, as if he doesn't exist. But he can any moment wake up. Therefore, after davening, he can easily wake up and be as strong as ever, as we learned earlier. Now, since a Beinani could do it during time of davening, because this is a special time that he can meditate on the greatness of Hashem and arouse a burning love for Hashem, from that follows there could be even a higher level of Beinani, that he could do it at other times of the day as well, not just during davening. Right? What he needs to do is wake up in his heart a burning love for Hashem. Then the animal gets knocked out, put to sleep. So how often could the Beinoni do it? Maybe constant. Depending on his level.
Right.
Could be Zabeni can only do it during time of davening. And could be Zabeni can do it also when he's learning. Or any time of the day. You go on a full time. 24/7, feeling this burning love for Hashem. And what was the animal then? Gone or sleeping?
Well, in a coma.
That's called sleeping, not gone.
Right.
Not gone.
No.
And who says he's in a coma? Maybe he could wake up any minute. The Beinoni would loosen up a little bit
Sleep.
and not have this burning love in his heart. All of a sudden he wakes up. So now we can understand why Rabbah, what did Rabbah say about himself? First chapter of Tanya.
That he's a Beinoni.
He's a Beinoni. What was he really? Tzaddik. How can he say he's a Beinoni?
What?
How can he say he's a Beinoni? If the average Beinoni would be on a level that he would always feel his animal waking up, then Rabbah couldn't say he's a Beinoni. Because he was a Tzaddik. Since he was a Tzaddik, he didn't have a Yetzer Hara. So he never felt there was something evil inside his heart. Because he was perfect.
Consider yourself as your life.
So what do we see from here? That a Beinoni could be someone that could put to sleep the animal constantly. And he's constantly putting him to sleep. What could the person think? Maybe he's a tzaddik. Because the animal doesn't wake up. And he's not going to take a chance to stop loving Hashem just to see the animal is going to wake up or not. So he can live a whole lifetime being a Beinoni and thinking he's a tzaddik. Or the reverse, like Rabbah said. Really, he was a tzaddik. But he didn't want to believe that he actually changed his animal completely to perfection. So he thought maybe just because of his great service, he's always loving Hashem, serving Hashem in such a powerful way, that the animal is always being knocked out. Like you say, in a coma, a deep sleep. Because if not, how can a person make such a mistake? Out of humility, you can't make a mistake thinking you're something else. Do we still have room for another couple of lines, or too much? Or let me see. How much did you do on the other page?
About 8.
That's it. Okay, we'll go to the period. Yeah. Lochen and therefore. Now we can understand the question that was asked in the first chapter. How could Rabbah make such a mistake thinking about himself? He's a Beinoni. But Lochen and therefore. Hoya Rabbah was machzik, holding Atzma himself. In other words, he considered himself Beinoni, like a Beinoni. Although the loy pasik did not interrupt Pume his mouth begins from learning. It wasn't like a person working, doing other things. He was constantly learning. It did not interrupt his mouth from learning. And so much so, b'toiras Hashem, and the Torah of Hashem, Chefze was his desire, Yoimam v'layla, day and night. That's what he was into, Hashem's Torah. B'chafetza, with an inner will, v'chasheka, and a lust, with chukka and desire, v'nefesh sheikeka, and the longing soul, Hashem to Hashem, is all different levels of strong desire, strong longing to want to be close to Hashem. That's how he was. That was his level. That's how he was into Torah. Be'av or Rabbah, with a great love, ki b'shas, like at the time, Kriya Shema of Shema, the reading of the Shema of Tefillah and prayer. Just like by Shema and prayer, he had this burning love to Hashem. He was able to have that burning love and desire for Hashem a whole day, in his learning constantly. So what did it look like to him? The nidme, and it appeared be'einav, in his eyes. It seemed in his eyes, ke'beinoni, like a Beinoni, hamispal, who's praying kol hayom, the whole day. Since we explained that when a Beinoni davens, he's able to arouse such a strong burning love to Hashem. So technically, it means the person could have such a love a whole day. It's like he's davening a whole day. It's as if he's davening a whole day. What does davening mean? His love is burning for Hashem. He has his love burning for Hashem 24 hours. So he's always davening, like it's the whole day davening. That's the expression of the Gemara. as he soon quotes. Ukemaim Razal, like the statement of our sages. They say it as a wish. Halavai, may it be. She is spalel that one would pray, Adam, a man would pray, Kol Hayom Kula, the whole entire day, whole day entirely. Doesn't mean physically saying the words the whole day is the davening, but it means it should be constantly a whole day in a state of davening. Just like davening is in such a powerful arousal, with such a burning love to Hashem, he's a whole day like that. And it's even a wish. So Rabbi thought maybe that's all he reached. He's like a baby, davening all day. But not that he's really a tzaddik. Thinking that he has an animal, has a yitzhar, but just sleeping the whole time. Which is, of course, a very high level of Beinoni. One is able to do that the whole day, the whole constant, not just during davening. So basically, even when a Beinoni reaches such a high level of davening that his animal soul is knocked out, it's only that the godly soul is strong over the animal, strengthening over the animal, but not that he changed them. Because as a matter of fact, after davening, he could wake up again. Even though there's also a level of Beinoni that can put him to sleep a whole day. Clear?
Let's see, Nefesh Shokaka.
Sheikeka is like longing soul.
A longing soul
Mm-hmm.
to Hashem.
Yep, longing for Hashem with a great love.
So longing for Hashem.
It's all words of wanting Hashem very badly. Chafetza means inner will. Chasheka comes with lusting. Shuka desiring. The nefesh cake and the longing soul, Hashem to Hashem, Bi'ava Rabba with a great love. Got it?
Yes. And Hamispalal Kol Hayom is praying all day.
One who prays the whole day.
One who prays all day.
Hamispal, that he prays, Kol Hayom all day.